Good morning. Um, Filing written statement is an art. That apart, you must understand how to file written statement. And due to recent amendment, written statement must be filed within stipulated time. It is your bound and duty that whenever you accept a brief, uh, after filing wakalat for dependent, the client is not approaching you, you can't remain silent as it is and allow the suit be set ex parte or in default because of lapses in filing written statement. You immediately must address a client stating that due time for written statement is forthcoming, and if you are not instructing me proper to file written statement, I am withdrawing my appeal. It's far better. Sorry. However, I would like to discuss two things. Number one, written statement, filing written statement with counterclaim, and after filing counterclaim of the by the defendant, how the plaintiff can file counterclaim for counterclaim, and whether the plaintiff is entitled for withdrawal of the suit with the permission to file fresh suit. All I would like to discuss with you with citation. AR 2020 Guwahati 65, Kalyan Rai Surana Ji, Tofiz Uddin versus Yusuf Ali. It's a case where Order 23, Rule 13, withdrawal of the suit was discussed. Order 8, Rule 6A, counterclaim was discussed. Supreme Court judgments were distinguished and discussed. Petitioner was defended in the suit TS 70 of 2013. Suit was filed for declaration of right, title, interest, recovery of cost possession and cancellation of sale deed and for permanent injunction. The petitioner before Supreme Court was a defendant one. He filed a joint written statement along with the defendant two, namely Akbar Ali. Petitioner has also filed counterclaim. It may be stated that the defendant 2 was subsequently struck off. Actually, what had happened, the counterclaim, the defendant 1, petitioner before the Supreme Court sought for declaration that he is having every right, title, interest over the suit land, and plaintiff have no right, and sale deed dated so and so is a valid, legal and binding on or any other relief. Actually, then what had happened? The respondent, namely the plaintiff before the lower court, filed Order 23, Rule 13 CPC, stating that he did not plead properly. Therefore, formal defects are there. He want to withdraw the suit. The formal defects, what he claiming that suit land has not been properly described, Patta vital document has not been filed, failed to challenge certain revenue records, he did not challenge the sale deed on a different ground. The measurement of the schedule of property was wrongly mentioned instead of 1 biga 3 kata. He says 1 biga and 2 kata and 10 lesas. This is what had happened. Therefore, they filed. Petitioner did not file written statement. Only filed written objection and filed counterclaim. The trial court, by referring Beniram versus Grind and others, AR 1982, Supreme Court 7-8, allowed the petition and allowed the plaintiff to withdraw the suit. Therefore, the defendant one approached the Honorable Supreme Court. So they have stated, the Supreme Court stated what was the formal defect and substantive defect. For that, they have discussed about several Supreme Court judgments at paragraph 7. If you are very interested uh, in writing the exams to score high mark, you better go through all these judgments. Actually, what had happened, the defects, what should be the formal defects? Want of notice under section 80 CPC, no improper valuation of the suit, no sufficient court fee paid, confusion regarding identity of the property, misjoinder of parties, failure to disclose cause of action. These must be formal defects. And here, the case of V. Rajendra vs. Annasamy Pandian, AR 2070 SC 865, also discussed. But in the given case, the Supreme Court has said the defect stated by the plaintiff is not formal defect, it is only defects on merit. Therefore, they have not accepted the trial court finding. Then again, they have read Order 8, Rule 1, Rule 6A says, unless and until you file written statement, you have no right to file counterclaim. But however, the Supreme Court also says that if he did not file written statement in time, he may be permitted to file written statement with substantial grounds to condone the delay. That was says. The section Rule Order 8, Rule 9 also says about that the counterclaim must be subsequent pleading. Therefore, non-filing of the written statement would not entitle the defendant to file counterclaim. Then they have discussed about Rule 6A1, Order 8. So not only counterclaim, you can also claim set-off. What was the set-off and counterclaim means? You may seek for degree, directing for possession or declaration or payment of money. Set-off means if the plaintiff is claiming for 1 lakh and you have accounts to satisfy the court that the 1 lakh is not correct, only 50,000 or 30,000 is due, that is called, you have to plead for set-off of 70 lakhs. This is what set-off. Therefore, finally, however, what had happened actually, they said the lower court simply allowed the petition because the plaintiff did not sought for permission to file subsequent suit after withdrawal. Therefore, however, they have remanded back for fresh consideration, restoring the Order 23 Rule 1.3 application, and by giving an opportunity to file and to decide the suits on merits. As the most important judgment for your civil case, kindly go through that. Though it is a Guwahati judgment, there are several Supreme Court judgments therein cited. You go through those judgments, that will be most helpful for you in writing the examination. And today is Malya Amavasya. Those who because there was a prohibition for offering Shraddhas through Brahmanas at the temple, and you can still remember your forefathers and brothers who left you, invite them and pray them for your guidance and protection in life, and to lead a normal, auspicious and holy life left out to your account. So I humbly pray that the Almighty may give you strength and knowledge to perform your prayers to your forefathers. And best wishes, kindly prepare hardly for your examination. Thank you.